Hi, I'm Willie and welcome back to my channel. Before we get down to the content of tonight's video, which will be port forwarding with a MikroTik, I would like to thank everyone for pushing us over the 6,000 subscriber mark. At this point, I think we're over 6,100 and it is awesome. I never thought, you probably get tired of hearing me saying this, I never thought that I would ever have one subscriber, let alone over 6,000, so I thank you all. And while I don't have a huge giveaway, I do have a set of precision screwdrivers. It's not much. You know, I do have a couple sets of these, but I want to give one set of these away. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to let this go until the next video. But what I want everybody to be able to participate in this. So what I want is your best clean. Therefore, I can use this over and over and over and over without fear of my audience. Best clean joke. So the winner will be picked not only by me, but by how many likes the comment gets. So post your clean jokes, any dirty jokes that are not family friendly. At this time, I will have to toss those out. All right, so back to the video. We are going to do port forwarding in our MikroTik, and there's going to be a simple port forward. And I really wish there was more hours in the day. There's so much cool stuff that we've still got to get to. So, but the days are getting longer, which means that I will have some more time. So. I'm not making any promises, but I'm hoping to be able to put out content a little more often. So maybe I'll double up on the weekends or something like that. But anyway, let's get to it. So we are back at our MikroTik 192.168.88.1, and yes, we are in the dreaded web interface. Everybody says to use Winbox. At this point, I think though I want to try it through the web UI. So we'll log in, and you can see that our WAN interface is 192.168.66.38, and we are going to go over to the firewall configuration, which is under IP and then firewall. Now this has a default configuration on it, which is probably pretty good. I haven't tested it, so this thing is sitting NAT inside a NAT. So I haven't put it out on the front lines yet. I have the other MikroTik device, the Hex that I'm also playing with. But what we are likely looking at is NAT. And first of all, you can see that we've got our masquerade rule in here, and it's source NAT. And if we add new, the first thing it's going to do is it is going to ask us which chain. So if you're familiar with Ubiquity, the way that we do it over there, we have destination NAT or source NAT. Well, source NAT is if we are matching, specific internal networks or IP addresses to an external IP on our interface. We're not. We're doing destination NAT. So we would drop this down and go to destination NAT because that is the chain that we want. Even though this looks complicated, which it can definitely be intimidating. So don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff here. So we are going to deal with just a few of these, and I encourage you to play around and ask questions and get involved and figure out what everything does. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the destination NAT, and then we are gonna go down to, these are divided up into sections, so you got general, advanced, and extra. And under general, we are going to select protocol TCP, and destination port is going to be 80. And our in interface is going to be, I believe, okay, on this, it should be Ethernet 1, because that's where our internet comes in. We're going to test this from my phone, so we'll see whether this works or not. Because my phone is on the outside of the network. It's in the same network as the WAN interface of our MikroTik. Then we're going to skip advanced. We can really get into this there, and we will eventually at some point get into this. Like I said, there's just so much, and I do this because I love it, because I want you to be educated. I want you to get as excited about this as I do. But I do have other responsibilities, that take the forefront. This is not my full-time, occupation, but I get in there what I can, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, now we're going to go down to the action. And you see that, and at first it says accept, but everything we've entered to this point, we haven't, put an IP address on the inside or a port or anything like that. So what we've got to do under action is we're going to drop this down, and we're going to click the DST NAT. So now what it's going to do is it's going to give us the option to put an IP in. So we're going to grab the IP of this machine, which is 88.254. So this is going to be 192.168.88.254, and we're going to forward that to port 80. And we're going to apply that. And there's some other things you can do. It's got the graphs and everything. And I haven't used these, and we'll put a comment in here, web server test. I don't know if you could see those graphs or not. And we haven't tried to pass anything through there yet, so that's what we'll get to in just a minute. And let's see. So now we can see we've got this rule. This is what it looks like. So real quick, we're going to grab just a quick web server for this, and we'll see if we can get some traffic going. Hold on just a second. Okay, so the web server we're going to try, since I don't want a big bloated piece of software running on here all the time, we're going to try this tiny web server. This looks suspiciously the same. Alright, so it says that it's listening on port 80. So if we go over here and we pull up our quick set, we can see that we're at 66.38. So I'm going to get on my phone, and I'm going to go to that IP address in a web browser. Okay. So that's working properly, but it doesn't look like our rule is. So what did we do wrong here? Is Ethernet 2 master firewall on? Okay. Aha! So, there I thought I configured the MikroTik incorrectly when it was our Windows firewall. So you see this screen here, and then on my cell phone you can see the exact same thing. So you can see that we are successfully forwarding port 80 through. So that is a really quick port forward. Take a look at that. Get your hands on this. Oh, look. Now that the firewall is off, we're starting to increment some traffic graphs and things like that. That is really cool. That is pretty nifty. So I'm going to be playing around with this even more, exploring what all the options do, comparing them to firewalls that I already, knew what they do. So, you can get one of these guys. I think for $19, there's going to be a link down there. So in the comments. But if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please share. Please comment. And once again, thank you, and I look forward to your jokes, and I'll see you in the next video.